Shalom, party people, and welcome to the 12th C. It is, let's see, January 22nd, 2022. Cycle, I guess, one of the new year, but my fourth cycle of 75 hard. Attempt three. So, if you haven't been following along too terribly much, I am participating in 75 hard for my fourth time, going through all the hootenanny and hullabaloo, and made the resolution or goal or whatever. I think the word I'm using is goal for the year of going through 75 hard 4 times, which this go round has been quite interesting. I failed a few times already. Check out the whiteboard behind me. There's a video I did on that I will gladly link in the description for my overall 2023 plan. Update, I did not fail this week, so that was good. The previous times that I've done 75 hard, I have given myself quite a bit of slack, and this one is a lot more discipline oriented and is actually like a legit attempt of 75 hard. Also, I've added some things that are part of this because I really want to discipline myself even better. So for a recap, today is, I guess, today's day 9 of 75 hard for me. So everything that I have done thus far, day 1 was 204 pounds. I did 2 workouts, 1 outside. Did reading in Your Next 5 Moves by Patrick Bet-David. And I did my Bible highlights like I've been working through. Let's see. My workouts were 45 minutes of deep stretching, reading from Your Next 5 Moves, Bible highlights through 2nd Chronicles, and then balance and resistance training. For my food, I did pancakes that morning. For breakfast, I did, looks like a leftover of some pasta and some chicken pot pie, and then carrots and sugar-free crackers and an apple. And then for dinner, I had leftover pot pie and some chicken pasta, I think, maybe beef pasta. I did shoot my video that was talking about my poor time management and my present plan, or my plan to be present and plan accordingly, which I'm glad to link that one in the description as well, but it was last week's video. It should be in a playlist if you guys are interested in following up on updates. On day 2, which this one would have been Sunday, I did a 4-mile run walk hybrid that was a total of 45 minutes. I was 200.2 pounds. I did 225 burpees and a 1.5 mile walk. I did my continued reading and Bible highlights through the book of Ezra. For, let's see, breakfast, I had leftover pancakes and a banana. I had, looks like some potatoes and corn and green beans and some cube steak for lunch, and then for dinner I had leftover pasta, grapes, crackers, some cheese, and some carrots as well. And then on day 3, let's see, I did my photo and gallon like I've been doing. I failed to mention that I did photo and gallon like I was supposed to be doing. Weighed 199.6 pounds, 45 minutes of deep stretching in the morning, and continued my reading Bible highlights through Nehemiah, 200 burpees and a 2-mile walk. For breakfast and all that, I had some peanut butter waffles and a banana. For lunch, I had a burger on waffles for my bread with some avocado, and I had some almonds and some more sugar-free crackers and an apple with lunch. And then for dinner, it looks like I had some homemade bread, and some red beans and rice. Day 4, I had my photo, my gallon. I did 3 miles in 24 minutes, and then I walked the rest of the time to make it 45 minutes. 201.4, I continued in my reading. I did Bible highlights through Esther, and then I did balance and reaction training for my second workout. Let's see, I had peanut butter banana oatmeal for breakfast. I had leftover red beans and rice and some more homemade bread for lunch. And then I had some, looks like some chicken pasta and peas and milk with some more homemade bread for dinner that night. Day 5, photo, gallon. I weighed in at, what was it? Weighed in at 199.4 pounds. I did 300 burpees and a 1 mile walk. That 300 burpees was a personal record for me. Doing throughout this month, I have the stated goal of attempting 1,000 burpees in a single day. I honestly don't know if I'm going to make that 1,000. I do think 500 is attainable. But we'll see how that goes. 300 was awesome because I was beginning of the month I was struggling to do 100, and not that long ago I was struggling to do 20. So I think I have come a ways in my burpees. Now the accomplishing 1,000 burpees does not add or take away anything from this go round of 75 hard. I have a stated goal of 8 miles in a single run this go round and 1,000 burpees in a day. We'll see where those go. The 8 miles, I'm pretty sure I'm going to make. But yeah, 300 burpees, 1 mile walk. I weighed 199.4. I continued in my reading. I did Bible highlights through the book of Job and 45 minutes of deep stretching. All right. Had peanut butter banana oatmeal for breakfast. Had some homemade meatballs and pasta with rice. I had basically a taco calzone almost, and rice and avocado for dinner that night. Let's see, day 6, 5 mile run in 47 minutes. I weighed 198.6. My gallon, my photo was taken. I did my reading, Bible highlights through the first 50 chapters of Psalms, and I did 200 push-ups and 200 kettlebell swings. Peanut butter banana oatmeal for breakfast. I had, looks like some leftover pot pie or something like that for lunch. And then I had some nachos that I had to add some meat to because I had ordered these and they were supposed to come with meat on the nachos, and they didn't, and that was fine. But it was like guac and tomatoes and shredded cheese, and then I think there was some black olives on there too, and I put some of my own meat on that for dinner. Day 7, let's see. Day 7 was a 3.5 mile ruck march. 30 pounds in that rucksack. I weighed 200 pounds. I did my photo, did my gallon, did Bible highlights through Psalm 100, I'm fairly certain. And then continued in my reading, did 45 minutes of deep stretches. And I had peanut butter banana oatmeal for breakfast. I had more of the meatball pasta or whatever. And then for dinner that night, we did some homemade smashed burgers, and then some homemade sweet potato fries, and those were fantastic. Shot my video for Ruck March, and it was just me. Previous one I did with JD Stone, and this one was just by myself. And that one, I'm actually proud of the content in the video. Maybe not so much the video quality itself, but what I had to say, I was quite pleased. It was a lot better than just reading what I've been having for breakfast. Yesterday with day 8, I did a 45-minute walk, 200 pounds, photo, gallon, Bible highlights through Psalm 150. I did my reading, and then 45 minutes of balance, reaction training, and stretching. Had waffles for breakfast, had a leftover burger, and some carrot fries that I had made as well. And then some sugar-free crackers and some nuts. And then for dinner last night, we had breakfast after dark, and so all those good breakfast fixins, eggs and biscuits and all that hootenanny whatnot. So all in all, I have been doing fairly decent this week. Did not fail, was on time to work every day like I was supposed to be. It helped that I only had a 4-day work week with the holiday that was in that mix. But I was quite pleased with where this went. I don't really have a ton extra to say other than 75 hard is definitely a discipline challenge. My wife and I, we were talking, and I'm going to be changing my structure of my workouts. I'm still going to do 2 a day. I'm still going to do 1 outside. But I think what I'm going to attempt is my morning workout will be my intense one. And then my evening workout will be one that is like stretching or balance reaction training, something along those lines. Because trying to do calisthenics in the evening is difficult. I haven't been doing any runs or ruck marches in the evening, but it's been a lot of let's see, looking at my cycle, normally is running and calisthenics on Sunday, and doing calisthenics in the afternoon or evening is difficult. Doing calisthenics in the evening on Monday is difficult. Doing calisthenics in the evening on Thursday is difficult. But the balance and stretching stuff is really no big deal. So what I can do is I can take my Monday and swap it. That's really no big deal. And then I can borrow one of the easier workouts on Saturday and swap that with what's on Sunday and still pretty well hit everything. Yeah, I still pretty well can hit everything because that will give me really what's there. I think I'll be losing 1 calisthenic workout and gaining 1 stretching / balance and reaction. But it's going to give me a lot more time with my spouse, and that is really important to me. I didn't marry her to not see her. I can hang out in the same room as her and the kiddos, and I can stretch, or I can do some of my balance reaction training. That can be done anywhere and with anybody and around anybody. That's really no big deal. As long as I'm getting good quality deep stretches, it doesn't matter. And the balance reaction training's fun. I've got a balance board that I ride on, and so it's kind of like riding a skateboard. And then I will toss a ball around in the air, and I'll have a laser training pistol, which I may do a review on in the foreseeable future. I take that laser training pistol and work on magazine changes, and I also work on trigger control. And my wife can tell me, if there's a threat present or not a threat. And so I, work on getting in and out of the holster and presenting on target and squeezing trigger without causing a trigger jerk that would be a miss. So it's good training when range training is expensive. But all in all, that's kind of what has been going on. And headspace wise, I've been exhausted. I haven't reported on my run today, but my run today was very slow, and it was a hybrid, run a mile, walk a mile, and that was not what it was originally intended to be. So I think the shift in training not only is going to give me the ability to recover, because I'm running more miles now, maybe not as often, but myself and Mr. JD Stone were running some miles, and 5-mile runs are now common for us, whereas we were pushing 3 beforehand, and this one's like, oh, okay, we can do this now. Going to be planning an 8-mile run fairly soon and see if Mr. JD Stone wants to join in for that. I don't know how much filming I'm going to do for that, because it's one thing when I film while I'm ruck marching, and you really can't see a whole lot of what's going on anyway. But a lot of the times where I have filmed while running, it's been very bouncy and not necessarily the ideal. But anyway, I'm well past rambling and 15 minutes deep into a video that I'm pretty sure nobody is going to want to stick their way through. But if you have, thank you so much. This is being a fun ride for sure. Go do hard things.